What's up, my geeks? Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine. Welcome to CES 2026. We're in Central Hall, and I'm going to do things a little bit different this year. We're going to go from booth to booth to booth really quick, see some of the cool stuff that I've been able to get in front of. It's very busy right now, and we've got a lot of other things. I'm also going to be visiting the Dream booth. They've got a big activation talking more about their home experience rather than just the robot vacuums that we've talked about in years past. So you watch out for that video. If you're on the channel over at youtube.com/Geekazine, go ahead and check out CES Unveiled, the PepCom event, and a lot of the other stuff that we were putting out as quick as possible. But here we go. Let's go through. This is Central Hall. Now, if you've never been to CES, that's okay. You haven't explored the 50 some odd football fields worth of content. Central Hall is where we see a lot of the main players, but that's been moving around since the halls are different. This whole building is a lot different than it was even last year. So we've got South Hall, we've got South Lower, we've got Central, we've got North Hall, we've got West Hall, and then we've got what's at the Venetian. I'm not going to get to all of it, but I'm going to get to as much as I can for you guys. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of the stuff here at Central Hall. And we're going to do that now. We're at the Viaim booth, and it actually means Viaim to explore. I just learned that right now. And Viaim is about headsets. We've got some really nice headsets right here. This one is the Viaim Open Note, and basically what it is a set of headphones that you can put in. We'll take a look at one of them, just like that right there. And they go over your ear like so. And of course, these are AI-enabled headsets, so it's the ability to use things like ChatGPT to transcribe, to listen, all that other good stuff, and be able to create as you're on the go, just like we're doing now in 2026, because that's what we do in 2026 is we do everything on the go. We do everything with AI. And so transcription, so I can be walking down the street and I can be writing my next novel or whatnot. And that's what's really cool about this stuff. So anyway, I got the Viaim, it's the over-ear headset. And I like this form factor simply because of the fact not only that they won't pop out, but they're also weighted. So you have behind the ear weight and then the front of the weight. So it kind of feels natural to stay there. And it doesn't push into the ear. So you still have the ability to hear what this person's saying over here, what's going on over here. If a Mack truck is coming this way, then I'll be able to move, well, hopefully. And as I'm listening to music or transcribing for my next novel or doing anything like that. Very slimline case, too. I mean, that's maybe about 12 to 14 millimeters. So it fits in the pocket easy. It's pill case looking thing, but it's a little bit long, but it definitely looks like something that I'd have in my pocket all day. And of course, this will also charge the case as well. Now, what they're saying is that it's got a 19-hour single charge battery life and 53 hours with the case. So every 19 hours, you got to pop it in the case for a little bit so you can get the full wattage. So you basically a couple days before you even have to start thinking about recharging this thing as you go. Of course, it's got active noise cancellation, EQ, all that other stuff. You download an app, and then, of course, you can control it from there. Different colors. We got a nice little cream color here. I guess that's cream. And then, of course, black right here. So you can get different colors for what you want. Let me talk about some of the other products here. This is the Viaim Rec Dot, which is a little bit smaller. I kind of like this case because it looks like it slides right down. Look at that. There we go. And then, of course, with that Rec Dot, really quick, it's basically also an AI companion device and a lot more. So, and it's got the Viaim Note Kit with it, which looks like a little pen drive, USB drive. But going back to the Viaim Open Note is going to be about $175 out the gate. And of course, you can check all the regular places for this. So check it all out over at Viaim. We are here in the Dipal booth. And what's a Dipal, you might ask? Well, I'll show you. This is a Dipal. And what it is a personal assistant with a little bit more flair for the dramatic, I guess you could say. So it is a character of what you want. And of course, it is the personal assistant that just sits there. I think we saw this last year in its primitive state. It's a pre-release state. And so basically now you have a visual, a person with a touch screen. So I can kind of do stuff like this. And then as I'm talking, it's going to, of course, listen to what I have to say and respond to it. We got the volume turned down right now, but we'll turn the volume up. I believe it's here. There we go. And we'll turn it around. Hello, how are you? Oh, now she's talking in Chinese. So, Anyang, we'll do Korean. We'll see what happens. We'll really mess up things.
Oh, I see. What happened with... See? Was it a game glitch? Or something?
It might have been a game glitch. I don't know. So, all right. So we're going to turn this back down. Of course, we've got the ability to do voice calls. So you can see the icon for the voice call right there. It's got a play dance. So you can tap to the shuffle dance. So you can tap on the character to interrupt. So she's kind of dancing right there. And as you see, I've been moving her around. You can choose your character from there. You've got the hold to talk for voice dialogue. You got gesture recognition. There's a camera up here. I don't know if that's got a film on top. Yeah, it's got a little film on top of it, so it might not be doing great on there. So we'll wave. There we go. There we go. We can switch display. We can swipe the pan. I don't know if that's in the gestures. And then we can tap the character so we can get more interaction from you. You can do a scene switch. I can do a character switch. And, of course, you can do head tracking. So as I'm moving my head, you can't see this, but I'll move my head, and it's moving with my head. So it's using this camera. If I did this, of course, it's staying perfectly still. So I'm moving my head again, and it's moving with it. The Dipal will move with you and interact with you. So if you've got any questions, it'll answer it. If you needed to turn on and off the lights, it'll do that. Whatever you need, you've got Dipal right here. Now we're going to tip this forward a little bit. Here's a lot of the button controls. We was doing the volume controls right here. There's a couple here. This looks like a brightness control. So that brings down the brightness of the Dipal. So it's nice and dark, but it's still following you. The camera's still moving here. Move it around a little bit and see what we got in the back here. It's kind of looks like a little big lightsaber here. On the back, there's the power button and, of course, the USB power charge. We've got a plug for a speaker system, and this looks like a reset button down here. And then nothing on the bottom. She keeps moving with me as I'm turning it. And now we're more close up. I think that's because of the gestures that I did. Nope. There we go. So we can kind of get close to the face rather than that. And I don't know how to change the characters, but you can definitely change the characters on that as you go. So once again, this is the Dipal D1. The really cool stuff here at CES 2026 with AI, with automation, and with some visual effects. We are at the Tuya booth, Tuya, and this is the AI pet robot. It is using B-SLAM navigation, full home intelligence. It's got a Gen AI large model and a galactic design harmonious existence. So, and the idea is your pet, of course they can't have cats and dogs in here, but your pet can get curious. You can put some catnip right in the middle there, and all of a sudden your cat has an AI bot that will help, will assist you or assist them around the home. You know how we've seen those viral videos, some cats and some dogs standing on top of those robot vacuums. This takes it to a completely different level, and they have the ability, they have something to work with. Now, you'll see the cameras in the front there. It's got a whole bunch of sensors on the side, so if the cat's right in front of the unit, it won't roll over it. So that's pretty cool. And of course, you have the front face, so it will also interact with you if you want. There is a widget because it also has a health report. It tells you about its dietary trends, its weight trends, its water consumption trends, all that other stuff through this little robot. Now, you saw another thing over there when this was docked, and that was their food bin. So you fill up the food, you fill up the water, and then it can tell if your cat or your dog has been drinking and where it is, what it's doing, everything like that. It's pretty amazing. It's kind of loud in here, so it's hard to think. But the whole point is, this is a fully robot assistant for your cat, for your small dog. Maybe there'll be bigger dog versions or something like that. But right now, that's what we got here. And this is from Tuya, Tuya. All right, we're still in the Tuya booth, Tuya. And this is what's called Fuzozo? Either way, Fuzozo or Fuzozo. But what it is, I'll say Fuzozo, just to clarify. So these are like little characters. You can kind of see them blinking. Let's grab one of them and take a bigger look. It's got some sad eyes right now. And inside the eyes, you're kind of seeing, look at that, little heartbeats or something like that. So I guess these are like the Tamagotchi of the AI era, maybe. It's a multimodal emotional model, emotion detection, and natural conversation, long-term memory. So it remembers what you did yesterday, it remembers what you'll do tomorrow, and it remembers what you'll do next week. I don't know how that happens, but it does. And it's got nurturing systems and social gameplay that enhance the play experience and reduce the loneliness. If you're all alone at home, you've got a personal assistant that you move around with you. It's got a battery in there. I don't know what the battery life is. Oh, he's petting it, and it's actually reacting to the pet. That's pretty cool. It's got a battery in there. 1 to 2 days worth of interaction with that. That's pretty crazy. So that's the Fuzozo. I got to say 1,000 times over. That's the Fuzozo. And that's over at Tuya through their AI product ecosystem. They also have things like the smart, I had to turn the camera manually. The smart hummingbird feeder, which is a 3-megapixel HD video, which supports bird detection and squirrel detection and supports 300 different hummingbird name recognition. So if you really want to know who your hummingbird is, there you go. So this is a 2025 Sparks award-winning AI hardware. And as you see, it's also got the solar panel, so it keeps itself powered during the day. So you could actually put it in the back of the yard. It doesn't need to have a connection to anywhere. So, and then of course the other smart hummingbird feeder right there. But these are the three things. And of course the big feature is the Fuzozo. You got to have a Fuzozo. Everybody's got to have a Fuzozo, right? There you go. What do you think about this? Do you think you could set up your ski system in your home? This is all, we're at Changhong booth, and this is ChiQ, which is a smart monitor using AI for whatever you know. Of course, Changhong is a company that has several different things from refrigerators to air conditioners and other devices. So this is the 100-inch Aura AI TV. It's a smart vision, smarter living TV with creative anti-glare and dual side illumination, AI enhancements, a 21.2 sound system. That's crazy. And of course it can do wallpapers, all that other stuff. So it's the monitors in the middle. That this is an extra monitor, a monitor wall around that. So we're looking at the TV, which is right here. And you can do more than just have your ski hardware set up to do any type of skiing. Yeah, you just use your regular game system. But as you can see, he's using his VR headset inside there. And that way he can have a first-person experience as he's going down the slopes. So once again, coming from Changhong. This is also from ChiQ, their AI TV. This is the 100-inch RGB mini LED TV with 5,000 nits. It's got AI enhancement. It's 4.1.2 sound system. And, of course, it can do wallpapers. So it looks like artwork on the screen. So 100-inch RGB mini LED TV. I mean, think about that. Let's take a look at the side of this thing, because that's the most important thing about some of these TVs nowadays. This is flush against the wall. And as you can see, there's absolutely no gap on the wall right there. And it is thin. So it's about, I'd say about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter thick. So you're able to set up this and have it flush with the wall and really have an entertainment center that rocks right there. So once again, this is the Chic SmartWith Style 100-inch RGB mini LED TV. It's not too many times that you get some free food at CES. They made little quesadillas. We're at the Hisense booth, and of course, we're learning a little bit about some of the refrigerators and some of the smart screen refrigerators, the kitchen fit appliances that you can use. And then, of course, over here, they're cooking for you. So a lot of people just making quesadillas. That's pretty cool. Showing you what you can do with your Hisense appliances. So I'm going to have a quesadilla. Pretty good. Very good. Still at the Hisense booth, and we're checking out the Trichroma laser TV. This is the world's largest laser TV. And of course, we got some music here. I'm going to try and block it out as best I can. It's the Ultra Unmatched Contrast Ultimate Cinema. It's the L9Q at 100. You got it 100, 110, 120, 139, and 150 inches. The ALR screen, advanced laser screen. It's got 5,000 ANSI lumens with a 5,000 to 1 contrast. It's got up to 200-inch projection size, and it can unleash the power of IMAX at home with a collaboration of best of class in sound with the Viaim Opera de Paris 6.2.2 stereo sound sensation and the L9Q Viaim and Opera de Paris for a full experience. So it's kind of like having your own IMAX at home if you've got the wall for it. And of course, you can go up to 150 inches, as small as 100 inches, but just amazing stuff here. This is the Atari Gamestation Go from My Arcade, and of course, it's got 5,200 Atari games on there. Lots of different Atari. You can do Pac-Man, Balls of Steel. We got the 5,200 and 7,200. We got multiple different Atari systems, so you can play a lot of different games from, your days as a kid. Even some Atari Arcade right there. Let's see. Do you have the ones that I really care about? We do have Tempest. That was always a fun game for me as a kid. So you can go ahead and play that. It's super thin. Look at that. Batteries. It's just crazy. We got 2 controller connection in the back. USB-C, really lightweight as we're going. And let's see, we've got the pad, we've got a ball down here, and then of course we got a jog wheel. So we had to do credits first, and then we can start the game. So let's go ahead and start it. One player, we'll just do the standard one. There we go. And now I can use the wheel. Oh, I died already. I'm not watching what I'm doing. But as you can see, you can play it from there. It's $179, and it's available now from My Arcade. That's pretty sweet. Go retro and very small and lightweight. Whoa, that was a lot of content. We got more. I took pictures. You'll see it up on my Facebook page. You'll see it on the Instagram page, all that other stuff. You can go over there. Geekazine, Think Magazine, put in the Geek, and you got me. You'll find me wherever you want to, even TikTok, even Snapchat. I think I still have a Snapchat somewhere. Anyway, got a lot of great content. More content coming very soon. So check it all out over at Geekazine.com, youtube.com/Geekazine. Like, subscribe. Of course, that bell notification so you know when the next video comes out. That's it for me for this video. Until next time, you guys geek out and check out more at CES 2026. Take care.